Who is the most perfectly provocative feminine archetype, you ask? Why, the sex kitten, of course. She's playful, pouty, seductive, but in a way that masks danger beneath her innocence. But where did she come from? Why do we associate femininity with sweet voices, cat ears, and the performance of helplessness? And is the sex kitten empowering, degrading, or maybe a little bit of both? Tonight, we catapult into the explanation. I'm Mother Phoenix, therapist turned temptress of truth and your queen of cosplay. My work lives at the crossroads of sexuality, spirituality, and psychology. I believe cosplay can be more than just play. It can be a powerful path toward healing sexual shame and rewriting harmful cultural scripts. If this kind of content resonates with you, hit subscribe and follow me across social platforms. Tonight, we catalog the Sex Kitten as the latest episode in our Feminine Archetype series. And first up, let's solve the mystery of her origin story. The Sex Kitten first strutted into pop culture in the mid-20th century. Pinup girls of the 1940s and 50s perfected that look. They were girlish, coy, yet undeniably sexual. And then came Brigitte Bardot.
Wow.
The French actress literally nicknamed the original Sex Kitten. She was blonde, pouty, with sexy, messy hair that looked like she just rolled out of bed. Hollywood and Playboy ran with it. Suddenly, women in lingerie with bows, baby doll dresses, and innocent smiles were center stage. The power of the kitten comes from her contrast. She's purity mixed with provocation. She has childlike mannerisms mixed with curves on display. She's the whisper of innocence, hiding something far more dangerous. Or, as the archetype herself might say, I'm bad, but only if you want me to be. The Sex Kitten taps into a very specific psychological game. On one level, it's about infantilization, making women appear harmless, childlike, and trainable. The kitten purrs, obeys, plays cute. But realistically, cats aren't just cute. They're predators, independent and untamable. And that's the contradiction. The kitten shrinks female power into something soft and pleasing. But at the same time, women can flip that script. They can use that very performance, the purrs, the pout, the pose, to control desire, tease power, and profit off of the male gaze. It overlaps with the Lolita trope, where youth itself is fetishized. And while that absolutely is dangerous and degrading, some performers have found ways to use it as a weapon. In those instances, the kitten says, I may look like I'm under your control, but in reality, I'm the one training you. But here's the thing. The kitten isn't just a pop trope. When you zoom out, it also echoes something much darker. Through a trauma lens, this archetype starts to look less like playful seduction and more like patriarchal programming. When we talk about the sex kitten archetype, we're not just talking about cat ears. From a trauma perspective, this trope maps directly onto sexual objectification and conditioning. The kitten label itself infantilizes women, shrinking them down to something submissive and easily controlled. In trauma programming terms, it creates a fragmented identity. The good girl who purrs and pleases, heavily masking whatever pain or rage might be underneath the performance. For many survivors, sexuality becomes a performance of safety. If you look desirable, if you play the role well enough, maybe you'll avoid punishment. The sex kitten archetype turns that survival strategy into a cultural fantasy. Wide-eyed innocence mixed with hypersexual availability. And here's the really insidious part. It teaches women to see their power only through the lens of submission, to arch their back, tilt their head, and perform desire on cue, while their true desires remain invisible. So when we watch the sex kitten on stage or on screen, it's not just a burlesque tease. It's a reflection of how society has coded female sexuality through the lens of trauma, control, and sexualized performance for survival. And once you see that survival performance for what it is, you can't unsee it. It's baked into the way pop culture keeps repackaging the kitten, from pinup posters to pop idols. Once you see the kitten, you see her everywhere. Marilyn Monroe's breathy little girl voice, sex kitten. Eartha Kitt as Catwoman, purring and plotting, sex kitten. Britney Spears in Baby One More Time, schoolgirl meets sex kitten. Ariana Grande as Cat Valentine turned pop icon in pink and a high ponytail, classic sex kitten energy for a whole new generation. And of course, cosplay and anime culture keeps the kitten alive. The cat ears, the choker. From pinup posters to pop idols, the kitten keeps evolving, but always with the same formula, a mix of innocence, vulnerability, and erotic play. So here's where it gets a bit sticky. On one side, critics argue the sex kitten archetype is damaging because it infantilizes women, strips them of mature sexual authority, and reinforces patriarchy's desire for control. On the other hand, supporters say women can weaponize the kitten. They can play into the fantasy while holding the real power, whether that's in burlesque performance, a cosplay stage, or an entire pop career. The truth is, the kitten is a paradox. She's trained to please, yet she secretly trains her audience. She may purr sweetly, but don't forget, she still has claws. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more explorations into feminine archetypes. So, whether you see the sex kitten as a puppet of patriarchy or a master of the tease, the sex kitten archetype shows us one thing. Femininity is never just one thing. It's a performance, a paradox, and sometimes it's a survival strategy. And that's why she remains one of the most perfectly provocative archetypes of all. Who? Me? It's Special Agent Kiki's shadow band you really need to keep an eye on. Don't you worry about little old me down here in North Carolina. I'm just the darling muse for a mass feminine mutiny. Pennsylvania Avenue is the new catwalk in kitten heels. Cue the music, boys.
X go deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop-up, stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker wonder if he did it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I'll break who you sending me.
Okay, we're talking. And we're talking, 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 and talking, and talking. Did I make that go? Okay, I did. For a second, I was like, did I, bitch? I'm bad, but only if you want me to be. I'm bad. Extremely sexual.